Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. They just started filming the Batman Clayface movie, and everyone's already spotted a ton of Easter eggs and references to the Joker and a bunch of other Batman characters, like Black Canary, Superman movie crossover, even some crossover with Peacemaker Season 2 episodes. I know there's a ton of questions about what's going on with James Gunn's new version of Batman in the movie, since he hasn't officially announced a new actor yet, despite a lot of rumors and a lot of other big-name actors talking about playing the new version of Batman. A lot of questions about why he's starting the Batman side of the DCU with a Clayface movie instead of with a Batman movie like Brave and the Bold, or even bigger Batman villains like his new version of the Joker, literally. This might also be connected to him making fun of Jared Leto a lot during a recent Peacemaker episode and his version of the Joker during the DCEU. He actually talked a little bit about how the DCU is developing with all the movies a little while ago while they were promoting the Superman movie, so we'll break it all down. And how the Clayface movie is meant to fit into the larger DCU and set up the new Batman and his rogues gallery of villains, because there is a lot of that going on right now across all the DCU productions, both the new movies and the new TV shows. But if you have no idea, they actually just started filming the Clayface movie, and the reason why everyone thinks they've spotted the first appearance of James Gunn's new DCU Joker, brand new actor he's going to be casting, is that while they were filming this scene of the Clayface movie meant to be near the Gotham City Hospital where Clayface Matt Hagen is being treated for his wounds before he undergoes the scientific procedure that turns him into the Clayface character from the comics, amidst many other Easter eggs here in the background and references, you can see very clear Joker's graffiti. So people are like, oh wow, this is like the first mention of DCU Joker that we've actually seen on screen. There are a lot of people wondering if the reference to multiple Jokers, like plural Jokers, indicate this was for the Joker's gang for Batman Beyond Easter eggs, but I don't think that really makes sense. Batman Beyond takes place in the distant future of the timeline. I don't think that that's the pull that they're going for. This movie is meant to take place closer to the events of the Superman movie. I don't know exactly which year it's meant to take place. James Gunn also joked about this too, because people were asking about the Peacemaker timeline, like when does that take place after the Superman movie? Because there are a couple moments where they actually show dates, like 8 months earlier, 6 months earlier, like when does this all take place? James Gunn said that he's purposely vague about exact timelines and dates just because of the Spider-Man Homecoming problem. Like, they don't want to run into that again. Marvel's also tried to fix that in their future movies after Homecoming too. So James Gunn's answer to that is to say a couple months after or several months after, just kind of hand-wave, vague, generic types of timelines. Clayface is meant to take place around the events of the Superman movie.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
Darn it, I can be such a jerk sometimes.
This is meant to be DCU connected. It takes place in the DCU. There's literally a Jitters Coffee Easter egg that we spot on set. It's the exact same logo from the Superman movie that we also saw during Peacemaker Season 2. Adebayo's wife had started working at the Evergreen City Jitters Coffee, exact same logo, and she talked about them going back to Gotham City and working back there, like she would have worked at the Jitters Coffee back in Gotham City that we actually see in this logo here on the Clayface movie. We also know, because of Peacemaker Season 2 episodes, that in present day when this is all happening, Batman is very, very busy with all of his rogues gallery of villains in Gotham City because of something that was happening on the news that they were watching in Peacemaker Season 2 Episode 1. Rick Flag Sr., fresh off the events of the Superman movie, had taken over Argus for Amanda Waller. There was this news broadcast from Clevis Thornweight, Michael Ian Black's character, who had that center news show that everybody appeared on, including Lex Luthor, railing against Superman. Months after the events of the Superman movie, he had been complaining about a string of supervillains who had been escaping from Arkham Asylum in Gotham and Belle Reve Prison recently, meaning that there are a ton of Batman villains breaking out of Arkham right now, several months after the events of the Superman movie. So Batman, very, very busy right now. James Gunn's Batman is meant to be a little older than Robert Pattinson's Batman, but younger than Ben Affleck's Batman, somewhere in his 30s or 40s, like middle-aged Batman. Like I said, James Gunn, very hand-wavy, vague on exact timelines, like middle-aged Batman, old enough that his Damian Wayne has already taken the mantle of the new Robin. So that means that his Joker is also a little older too, to coincide with the slightly older Batman. The Joker canonically is meant to be a little older than Batman, but James Gunn also, like I said, very vague, very hand-wavy, hasn't said exactly how old the new Joker is going to be. He hasn't cast a new actor to play him yet that we know about. None of the official announcements or official synopsis about the Clayface movie also say which other Batman villains or Batman-related characters we're going to see during it, mostly because they just want to hold back some surprises.
Is everything is canon from Creature Commandos, Superman through Peacemaker Season 2. That's for the people that really want to get into the weeds.
All these scenes that they're filming near this Joker Easter egg are meant to be of Eddie Marsan with the Matt Hagen Clayface. They didn't actually say what his name in the movie is going to be, but Eddie Marsan is supposed to be playing his manager. I don't know if he's also secretly going to wind up being one of the villains of the movie too, and connected to Hagen's accident in the mob boss that disfigured him, causing him to eventually become the Clayface character. Because this is a villain origin story kind of movie, like the first Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, we won't talk about the second Joker movie. There was no second Joker movie in Ba Sing Se. One of the big tropes in those villain origin stories is that the villain winds up feeling like the entire world, like all the people close to them, have turned against them, and that serves as part of their big villain origin story. So it might be similar circumstances during the Clayface movie, where he thinks that his longtime friend, his manager, who's supposed to be working for him, helping him, actually winds up working against him. You can also use that first Joker movie as a template, too, for a villain origin story. Like, how's this movie going to feel if it's not a Batman movie, but you have a lot of Batman characters in it, and it is about a big Batman villain? It's meant to be a mid-budget movie, so we're talking like Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie type of budget, lower budget movie than, say, like the Superman movie, which cost $225 million. They'll also probably spend the same amount of money when they make the new Batman Brave and the Bold movie, Matt Reeves' Batman 2 movie, like big budget DC movies. So what I think is going on is that you do have a lot of Batman villains running around in the background of this movie, but they're not that many characters, and because James Gunn said that we're not meant to see Batman's face on screen, like you're not meant to see who the actor is on screen until the Batman Brave and the Bold movie, Batman will probably just be running around in the background. Characters will be talking about him, he'll be taking villains down, throwing them back in Arkham. But it will be different from the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie in that movie, Bruce Wayne was in the movie, but he was a little kid, like he had been a long ways away from becoming the version of Batman. In this movie, Matt Hagen is running around becoming Clayface while Batman has been active in Gotham City for a long time. He's already had multiple Robins, like Damian Wayne has already become Robin. There are a couple real-life Easter eggs for the Batman in the Batman 2 movies in the Matt Reeves universe, too. So like I said, this isn't meant to be connected to the Robert Pattinson version of the Batman movies. But they're actually filming the Clayface movie, their DCU Gotham City, what it'll look like during Batman Brave and the Bold, in the same place where they filmed the Matt Reeves Batman movies. So Matt Reeves' Gotham City will look just like James Gunn's DCU Gotham City, even though they're meant to be completely separate places, which I think is kind of funny.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
There's a couple really big Easter eggs here, too, tying it to the Superman movie. Like I said, DCU movie, of course, there's going to be Superman movie references. So there's a Gotham City Examiner newspaper, the main newspaper like Metropolis's Daily Planet, mentioning the Gotham Knights baseball team's game against the Metropolis Meteors. Part of the big Superman movie fights took place inside the Metropolis Meteors baseball stadium against Ultraman and the Engineer. Most of the text on the articles is too small to read, but if you feel like you can zoom and enhance and read what it says, just write it below in the comments. The main article is meant to be about the arrest of Jimmy Red McCoy, who I think is meant to be the mob boss responsible for injuring Clayface, leading to him becoming the character. He's meant to be a super deep-cut Batman comic book villain. He debuted in Batman number 4 in 1940 in a story titled Public Enemy Number 1 Starts Jail Sentence. During that same larger issue of the Batman comics, there was another Joker adventure, but it was a completely separate fight against the Joker that he had that had nothing to do with this other Batman villain. The Moldoff building is an Easter egg for Sheldon Moldoff, the original creator of the Matt Hagen version of Clayface in the comics. He also co-created a bunch of other Batman characters like Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, Batgirl, Batwoman, Ace the Bat Hound, and Batmite, which got a name drop during Peacemaker Season 1. A lot of you also probably spotted all of the Jared Leto Joker jokes during Peacemaker Season 2 Episode 1. At the end of that episode, there's a bunch of jokes about 30 Seconds to Mars being the worst band of all time. So I think the idea is that James Gunn just really hates Jared Leto and Jared Leto's version, his portrayal of the Joker during the Zack Snyder movies. There's a bunch of news trucks, too. The Gotham News website links actually point to the Warner Brothers website, which makes me think they're going to use this for viral marketing for the movie next year. It's supposed to come out in 2026. Christopher Nolan did similar viral marketing for The Dark Knight back in the day. Matt Reeves also used the Rata Alata website for viral marketing in the first Batman movie with the Riddler, and also used it as a sort of teaser for the second Batman movie, the Batman 2, whatever they wind up calling that, in the Batman 3. I did a whole video for that new teaser that they released on that Rata Alata website a little while ago. I'll post a link for that in the description below because it's meant to be something for future Batman movies. Then there's a couple really big Black Canary Easter eggs, making it sound like we might see either Black Canary show up in the movie or they're doing more world building and Black Canary will show up in some other future DC movies soon.
So what do we do?
Notice this Alias Insane poster for a band performance on the wall here. There's this weird skull snake logo. In the Black Canary comics, Volume 4, Number 2, in 2015, there's a band that forms called Alias Insane that eventually adds Dinah Drake to their roster. Then they just renamed the band Black Canary. Then there's another poster for a band called Ashes on Sunday, which is also another comic book band that Dinah Drake performed in before her Black Canary band. There's also mention for a couple of the clubs that these bands are performing in that we might see during the movie, like the 3 O'Clock Club. Then there's a poster for Andy Cantata, who's another singer performing at Arnie's Bar. Arnie's Bar is another deep cut reference to Michael Keaton's first Batman movie. That's a bar in that movie. Andy Cantata is also a super deep cut performer character that appeared in the Blue Devil comics in Las Vegas back in the day, like very, very brief appearance. There's posters for Political Rally where people are protesting against a Senator Span. There is no Senator Span in the DC comics, so this might just be a new character that they're creating for the movie. They literally just started filming the movie today, like this is day 1 footage, so I wouldn't be surprised as they continue to film. We'll see more Easter eggs for Batman characters, other Batman-related stuff in the background, as we see more Easter eggs popping up and we learn more about Peacemaker Season 2 and what's going on with the new version of Batman, the new version of Joker, like these other new big DCU characters. Of course I will do videos. I just started doing episode videos for that, so I'll add links at the end of this too and down in the description. If Clayface actually performs well, just expect them to do more villain movies like this. Spin-off films, smaller films, more horror films that are different from your big-budget PG-13 like Superman type films. Most of the really big-budget DC movies will be PG-13. If you want your R-rated DC films, that'll probably be the smaller fare so they don't have to earn as much money to turn profit. Everybody click here for that brand new Avengers Doomsday teaser that leaked out of D23, and click here for all my Peacemaker episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.